Like a tomate, hey, hey, Blakberry talk. Yeah, we up, know we locked in. ATL, we run the game, check the top 10. Birds swinging, hawks fly, falcons run it back. Every play, every take, yeah, we speaking facts. City behind me, we never gon' fall off. Talking that smoke, got to play like a call off. Falcons in motion, they running that route. Austin transition, we running them out. Brains in the post, yeah, they swinging for real. If you ain't tapped in, then you miss a field. Blakberry got them tuned in on the daily. Everything real, we ain't talking fugazi. Numbers on live, check stats, it's amazing. We calling plays like we work for the Navy. Blakberry talk, yeah, we up, no, we locked in. ATL, we run the game, check the top 10. Swinging, hawks fly, falcons run it back. Every play, every take, yeah, we speaking facts like, I've been on top of the wave. We talk sports like you part of the game. Know what I'm saying? I ain't gotta explain. I'm in the booth and I'm calling the plays. Never no bias, we talking about wins. Blakberry popping, they tuning again. Straight from the A, so you know what it is. If it's a tape, let me stand on it big. Falcons need rings, we know that it's coming. Hawks on the rise, you know how they grilling. Brains in the home, we popping the bottles. ATL up, yeah, we eating the column. Blakberry talk, yeah, we up, yo, we locked in. ATL, we run the game, check the top 10. Brave swinging, hawks fly, falcons run it back. Every play, every take, yeah, we speaking facts. Shut you up. Like a tomate, hey, hey, Blakberry talk. Yeah, we up, know we locked in. ATL, we run the game, check the top 10. Birds swinging, hawks fly, falcons run it back. Every play, every take, yeah, we speaking facts. City behind me, we never gon' fall off. Talking that smoke, got to play like a call off. Falcons in motion, they running that route. Austin transition, we running them out. Brains in the post, yeah, they swinging for real. If you ain't tapped in, then you miss a field. Blakberry got them tuned in on the daily. Everything real, we ain't talking fugazi. Numbers on live, check stats, it's amazing. We calling plays like we work for the Navy. Blakberry talk, yeah, we up, no, we locked in. ATL, we run the game, check the top 10. Swinging, hawks fly, falcons run it back. Every play, every take, yeah, we speaking facts like, I've been on top of the wave. We talk sports like you part of the game. Know what I'm saying? I ain't gotta explain. I'm in the booth and I'm calling the plays. Never no bias, we talking about wins. Blakberry popping, they tuning again. Straight from the A, so you know what it is. If it's a tape, let me stand on it big. Falcons need rings, we know that it's coming. Hawks on the rise, you know how they grilling. Brains in the home, we popping the bottles. ATL up, yeah, we eating the column. Blakberry talk, yeah, we up, yo, we locked in. ATL, we run the game, check the top 10. Brave swinging, hawks fly, falcons run it back. Every play, every take, yeah, we speaking facts. Shut you up. Like a tomate, hey, hey, Blakberry talk. Yeah, we up, know we locked in. ATL, we run the game, check the top 10. Birds swinging, hawks fly, falcons run it back. Every play, every take, yeah, we speaking facts. City behind me, we never gon' fall off. Talking that smoke, got to play like a call off. Falcons in motion, they running that route. Austin transition, we running them out. Brains in the post, yeah, they swinging for real. If you ain't tapped in, then you miss a field. Blakberry got them tuned in on the daily. Everything real, we ain't talking fugazi. Numbers on live, check stats, it's amazing. We calling plays like we work for the Navy. Blakberry talk, yeah, we up, no, we locked in. ATL, we run the game, check the top 10. Swinging, hawks fly, falcons run it back. Every play, every take, yeah, we speaking facts like, I've been on top of the wave. We talk sports like you part of the game. Know what I'm saying? I ain't gotta explain. I'm in the booth and I'm calling the plays. Never no bias, we talking about wins. Blakberry popping, they tuning again. Straight from the A, so you know what it is. If it's a tape, let me stand on it big. Falcons need rings, we know that it's coming. Hawks on the rise, you know how they grilling. Brains in the home, we popping the bottles. ATL up, yeah, we eating the column. Blakberry talk, yeah, we up, yo, we locked in. ATL, we run the game, check the top 10. Brave swinging, hawks fly, Falcons running back. Every play, every take, yeah, we speaking facts.
Shut you up. Like it don't matter, y'all.
Hey, Blakberry talk. Yeah, we up, know we locked in. ATL, we run the game, check the top 10. Brave swinging, hawks fly, Falcons running back. Every play, every take, yeah, we speaking facts. City behind me, we never gon' fall off. Talking that smoke, got to play like a call off. Falcons in motion, they running that route. Austin transition, we running them out. Brains in the post, yeah, they swinging for real. If you ain't tapped in, then you miss a field. Blakberry got them tuned in on the daily. Everything real, we ain't talking fugazi. Numbers on live, check stats, it's amazing. We calling plays like we work for the Navy. Blakberry talk, yeah, we up, no, we locked in. ATL, we run the game, check the top 10. Brave swinging, hawks fly, Falcons run it back. Every play, every take, yeah, we speaking facts like, I've been on top of the wave. We talk sports like you part of the game. Know what I'm saying? I ain't gotta explain. I'm in the booth and I'm calling the plays. Never no bias, we talking about wins. Blakberry popping, they tuning again. Straight from the A, so you know what it is. If it's a tape, let me stand on it big. Falcons need rings, we know that it's coming. Hawks on the rise, you know how they grilling. Brains in the home, we copping the bottles. ATL up, yeah, we leading the column. Blakberry talk, yeah, we up, yo, we locked in. ATL, we run the game, check the top 10. Brave swinging, hawks fly, Falcons running back. Every play, every take, yeah, we speaking facts.
Shut you up. Like it don't matter, y'all.
Hey, Blakberry talk. Yeah, we up, know we locked in. ATL, we run the game, check the top 10. Brave swinging, hawks fly, Falcons running back. Every play, every take, yeah, we speaking facts. City behind me, we never gon' fall off. Talking that smoke, got to play like a call off. Falcons in motion, they running that route. Austin transition, we running them out. Brains in the post, yeah, they swinging for real. If you ain't tapped in, then you miss a field. Blakberry got them tuned in on the daily. Everything real, we ain't talking fugazi. Numbers on live, check stats, it's amazing. We calling plays like we work for the Navy. Blakberry talk, yeah, we up, no, we locked in. ATL, we run the game, check the top 10. Brave swinging, hawks fly, Falcons run it back. Every play, every take, yeah, we speaking facts like, I've been on top of the wave. We talk sports like you part of the game. Know what I'm saying? I ain't gotta explain. I'm in the booth and I'm calling the plays. Never no bias, we talking about wins. Blakberry popping, they tuning again. Straight from the A, so you know what it is. If it's a tape, let me stand on it big. Falcons need rings, we know that it's coming. Hawks on the rise, you know how they grilling. Brains in the home, we copping the bottles. ATL up, yeah, we leading the column. Blakberry talk, yeah, we up, yo, we locked in. ATL, we run the game, check the top 10. Brave swinging, hawks fly, Falcons running back. Every play, every take, yeah, we speaking facts.
Shut you up. Like it don't matter, y'all.
Hey, Blakberry talk. Yeah, we up, know we locked in. ATL, we run the game, check the top 10. Brave swinging, hawks fly, Falcons running back. Every play, every take, yeah, we speaking facts. City behind me, we never gon' fall off. Talking that smoke, got to play like a call off. Falcons in motion, they running that route. Austin transition, we running them out. Brains in the post, yeah, they swinging for real. If you ain't tapped in, then you miss a field. Blakberry got them tuned in on the daily. Everything real, we ain't talking fugazi. Numbers on live, check stats, it's amazing. We calling plays like we work for the Navy. Blakberry talk, yeah, we up, no, we locked in. ATL, we run the game, check the top 10. Brave swinging, hawks fly, Falcons run it back. Every play, every take, yeah, we speaking facts like, I've been on top of the wave. We talk sports like you part of the game. Know what I'm saying? I ain't gotta explain. I'm in the booth and I'm calling the plays. Never no bias, be talking about wins. Blakberry popping, they tuning again. Straight from the A, so you know what it is. If it's a tape, let me stand on it big. Falcons need rings, we know that it's coming. Hawks on the rise, you know how they grilling. Brace in the home, we popping the bottles. ATL up, yeah, we eating the column. Blakberry talk, yeah, we up, yo, we locked in. ATL, we run the game, check the top 10. Braves swinging, Hawks fly, Falcons running back. Every play, every take, yeah, we speaking facts.
Shut you up.
Like a throw mother, hey, hey, Blakberry talk. Yeah, we up, know we locked in. ATL, we run the game, check the top 10. Braves swinging, Hawks fly, Falcons run it back. Every play, every take, yeah, we speaking facts. City behind me, we never gon' fall off. Talking that smoke, got to play like a call off. Falcons in motion, they running that route. Austin transition, we running them out. Brains in the post, yeah, they swinging for real. If you ain't tapped in, then you miss a field. Blakberry got them tuned in on the daily. Everything real, we ain't talking fugazi. Numbers on live, check stats, it's amazing. We calling plays like we work for the Navy. Blakberry talk, yeah, we up, no, we locked in. ATL, we run the game, check the top 10. Braves swinging, Hawks fly, Falcons run it back. Every play, every take, yeah, we speaking facts. Like, I've been on top of the wave. We talk sports like you part of the game. Know what I'm saying? I ain't gotta explain. I'm in the booth and I'm calling the plays. Never no bias, be talking about wins. Blakberry popping, they tuning again. Straight from the A, so you know what it is. If it's a tape, let me stand on it big. Falcons need rings, we know that it's coming. Hawks on the rise, you know how they grilling. Brace in the home, we popping the bottles. ATL up, yeah, we eating the column. Blakberry talk, yeah, we up, yo, we locked in. ATL, we run the game, check the top 10. Braves swinging, Hawks fly, Falcons running back. Every play, every take, yeah, we speaking facts.
Star slip out the south. Watch a tone Mercedes Benz lit. This the South is strong. UJ Kings back to back like about 7. Try to run it, but the dog's too strong. Hard hitting bars like a Grady blitz. Every fact straight fire, every line gon' hit. ATL made me this city's my heart. Step up, talk sports or get torn apart. Home team. Home team.
Yeah.
Fans got that child to the chip with a flex. Hawks in the cut, ice cold like a tag. A-Town legend, I debate with the best. Come week with the takes, get late to rest. Home team.
Home team, what's happening?
Home team.
Yes, sir. Welcome to Fan Speak Mondays. We dropped the link on Mondays, y'all.
Home team.
Yeah. We dropped the link on Mondays, y'all.
Don't speak about the cell, what you tone. Mercedes Benz lit, this the Falcons throne. You gay games, bet the bad like a boss. Sub bun, try to run it, but the dog's too strong. Hard hitting bars like a Grady blitz. Every fast straight fire, every line gon' hit. ATM made me, this city's my heart. Step up, talk sports, so you're torn apart. Whole team.
Ladies and gentlemen, thank you for tuning in on a Monday afternoon. It's Fan Speak Mondays. And today is a special conversation because we are discussing the retirement of said one Julio Jones. Better known as the best receiver in Falcons history. Open thoughts. If you've been following your boy Blakberry since for a while now, what about going on 4 years maybe since I've been doing content, I could be a year or two off. You know that I'm an avid Julio Jones supporter. In the midst of him going on live television and declaring that in his words, he's out of there. In Atlanta, in the midst of that, it caught me by surprise. It caught me by all sorts of just confusion in my head because I was like, man, what? And if you were watching it live, see, it's something that's not that rare today, right? In the social media world that we live in now, is something that's just not, when TiVo started it all, but catching something of that magnitude that's going to shake the foundation of a franchise. You don't get to see it live often these days. I was watching at the time the show on FS1, Skip and Shannon, when Shannon Sharp called Julio Jones on live television early in a week, some Monday, Tuesday morning, something like that. And on national television, I heard it live as it happened when Shannon asked Julio what's his plans with the Atlanta Falcons, and he proceeded to say he was out of there. In the midst of that, I had no ill feeling towards Julio Jones whatsoever. Because while I am a very big Falcons fan, while I am the home team, as you all know me to be, the athlete in me, the competitor in me understood his stance. I understood everything. I understood the frustration in his tone. I understood the despair in which he wanted out of a situation that did not seem like it was improving. A lot of us want to shun Julio Jones forever from Atlanta Falcons cemented legendship of the Ring of Honor. They don't want him to be admitted until he apologizes for what he did to the franchise and to the fan base. That's what most of my contemporaries want. That's what most of you all want. That's what most of the fan base wants. I am in a very small percentage of people who is not looking for that apology. I'm not looking for that at all for a couple reasons. It's one reason being what I always already stated, the competitor in me, the athlete in me understands. Also, the business person in me understands why he wanted out of Atlanta. Did I like how he did it? No, of course not. Of course not. And when you've been in the public eye and you understand your celebrity, then you know that when you get a phone call from a sports analyst who has a morning television show, that if you're getting this phone call at this time of day on this week, it's 99.99% certain that you are live on television for the world to see. So when he said it the way he said it, of course it shook me. Of course it had me at a loss for words. Did not like how he did it. But in the same day, later on at that time, I did, and I absolutely did understand. And for a lot of fans, understanding it is not enough. I mean, as I'm speaking this right now, I'm pretty sure there's plenty of you all in the chat going over what you're going to put in the chat to respond to what I'm saying, because not many people did like it. As a matter of fact, here we go right here, Southside 12. One of my homies in the game here, he said, I mean, Blakberry Julio didn't like the direction the team was headed, so I can blame him for wanting out. No, but I just wish he would have went about it another way. Yeah, absolutely. We have, see, that's, I understand it, and because I understand it, I'm not looking for an apology, because you did what your initial feelings were to do. If you're Julio Jones, your initial feelings, what you really wanted to say, you said. How you wanted to say it, you said it. So if you mean what you say, and you don't apologize for how you feel, or you don't apologize for how other people perceive it, then I don't need an apology. This is me. That's your authentic feelings at that time on that phone call with Shannon Sharp that morning. I don't need an apology for that. I may be a fan of the Falcons. I may purchase tickets. I may purchase merchandise. I may do those things. And a lot of fans look at it as the investment that they make in time and money into the Falcons, that there's some kind of there's a certain level of respect owed from the players, from management, from ownership, to give to the fans that Julio did not express in that moment. And because I think at this point, a lot of people have looked past the fact that, he had just got guaranteed $60 million the season before, and he's pretty much taking his money, and he's hightailing it without finishing out his contract. And I understand. I think most fans have gotten over that. I think it's the embarrassment that he contributed to on that phone call with Shannon Sharp, and to have Shannon Sharp laughing at it live, and having other fan bases react to it and laugh at it live. Like, this is what Atlanta is. You go to Atlanta and you'll love Atlanta itself, but the Falcons themselves make you want to leave. Before I drop this link, I want everybody that's in the chat right now to understand something. And for everybody that's going to listen to this after the fact, what Julio Jones did is minute. compared to the 60 plus years of letdowns and failures and embarrassments that this organization, this fan base has had to endure. This is not a Julio Jones problem that we have with the perception of the Falcons. And this fan base is very sensitive these days when it comes down to the outlook that's presented to the rest of the world, because it is embarrassing. It's embarrassing not to have anything you've won in 60 years, but yet you've been one of the closest to do it. It's embarrassing when players express their discomfort and dislike for the team, and then all there is to show for it is failure. It's embarrassing as a fan base. But like most things, it passes. And our Falcons have been one of the most bounce back teams in history. The only thing that we have not done to solidify an epic bounce back from an epic social letdown, the only thing we have not done is win a championship. That's the only thing we haven't done. Other than that, the bounce back ability of this franchise has been nothing short of amazing. You bounce back from the media, the way the media tried to clown the Falcons when they didn't offer Deion Sanders an extension, another contract, and they let him go to the San Francisco 49ers, who was a rivalry team to the Falcons. The bounce back to that wasn't that bad. It wasn't that bad, y'all. We bounced back some years later, and we're in the 98-99 NFC Championship game. I mean, Super Bowl. Excuse me. Sorry. We're in the Super Bowl in 98-99. That's not a long time after the way that the media tried to trash Atlanta for being too stupid and dumb to sign back a superstar like Deion Sanders. The bounce back didn't take long. And the bounce back from the embarrassment of that Super Bowl, drafting Michael Vick, arguably the most electrifying player to play in the NFL still till today. The bounce back didn't take long. Insert Michael Vick. Insert being the first franchise to defeat the Green Bay Packers at home in the playoffs. The bounce back didn't take long. It didn't take long. This is a bounce back franchise. We bounced back after the dog fighting situation with Michael Vick. Didn't take long to bounce back. A few years later, insert Matt Ryan. The best quarterback in the franchise's history. We have teams that still have not bounced back from something as simple as just their best quarterback of their franchise retiring. We got teams that ain't won nothing, like we ain't won nothing, but they ain't even been They ain't even been close to winning a championship. It's never as bad as you think it is, but it's always as bad as you make it out to be. Think about that. Situations can be easily explained to its minimal explanation, but when we try to add more depth to it, when we try to put more emphasis on something, when we try to stretch the truth of it all, it becomes even more complicated than what it has to be. A lot of what we have with the Falcon fan base right now is just sorrow and heartache. So Julio Jones on that morning with Shannon Sharp, all it did was add more depth to the already sorrow and heartache that we already had. And in turn, we are not going to like Julio Jones for most of it. I'm going to speak on this person because they are a fellow content creator now, and I value what they say because of the dedication that they have to the Falcons. You all know her as Miss Pam. She's probably not in the chat yet, but Miss Pamela Johnson, one of the lady birds of AFN. She is largely affected emotionally by what Julio did, to the point where she doesn't want to even speak on it most of the time. She wants him to apologize to the fan base. She wants him to apologize to Arthur Blank. And she mean it when she say it. No matter what anybody says to try to bring her down off of that, to put those stones down. She means what she means, and she's not the only one. It's so many fans that want Julio to go before the media, get in front of a mic, turn on a national televised camera, and apologize to Arthur Blank and the fan base. Y'all just heard my stance on it. I'm not looking for that apology. I'm not looking for it. I don't need it. I cussed him out real good when he joined the Tampa Bay Buccaneers under Tom Brady's leadership. I cussed him out real good because I thought that was some real whole shit. To go join the some bitch that gave you the most embarrassing loss in your career on the grandest stage for the grandest prize, and you went and joined them. A lot of people compared to what KD did to Oklahoma City when he joined the Golden State Warriors after losing a 3-1 lead in the conference finals. Well, I cussed his ass out real good. I got it out myself, then I forgave him, and I moved on from it. I think if a lot of us did that, we could put more energy into covering these Falcons the way that we properly need to. Let's see what's going on in the chat. Let's see who here. I'm going to drop the link. We're going to do this for about 30 minutes, y'all, and then we're going to get up out of here. A137 Sauce. He say home team, home team. A1 Sauce. I'm so balls. Let me put on a little tune. While we go over the loyal compadres and compadres. We got in the building. A137. A1 we got Georgia, Texas, boy. Making sure everybody knows it's a new era in the ATL. Corey Gill 5. What's up with your boy? He said, nigga, you got your own song? Fuck right. Fucking right, Core Gill 5. And that shit is slapping. Appreciate you, homie. Bree, he in the building. He say, hey, wait a minute. He ain't been. Nah, he just announced retirement, man. He just announced that. He announced it last week for the weekend on 4 day. Whether that Friday or Saturday, whichever day 4 day was. I don't keep up with 4 day. Sorry if I'm not as hip as everybody else and in touch with everybody else, but I just don't fucking do it. I go get in a truck and I drive for 12 hours a day. Well, I can only drive 11. But I'm local, so I can get away with 12. And y'all better not tell no goddamn body. Nissan GTR in the building. What's up with your Nissan GTR? Got Southside in the building. One of the homeboys, one of the homies. Got Larry in the building. What's up with your Larry? Larry said, yo, Julio new team was going downhill. Yeah. And he wanted to win, Larry. And even though he went to Tennessee, I guess he thought maybe because they had Derrick Henry that they could, he could be a catalyst on that team to take that offense to another level. He thought he still had that much in him, but he didn't. He was on the tail end of his career, and it just didn't happen. Plus, Tennessee, it's Tennessee. About whatever in the building. What's up with you? About whatever. Deshaun Caldwell in the building. He say yeek. What's up with you, Deshaun? Ooh, excuse me. About whatever say. I don't fuck with Julio. I can forgive everything. But he dissed us on the way out. That is unforgivable in my eyes. That was about whatever say. That was how he feel about it. Maybe he gonna come on and talk about it when I drop this link. A1 say, Blakberry, what the name of Falcon song on intro we playing this ish all season? Hey, man. I appreciate that, man. That's my anthem, man. That's my official Blakberry anthem. Not yet available for streaming. This is really just this is really a rough draft of it. But yeah, man, that's the official Blakberry anthem, man. That's the brand anthem right there. So I appreciate that, A1. At some point, I'm gonna get it put up on community tab and all that shit. Once I get accustomed to doing all that shit, I'm still learning this game, y'all. So once I do that, then y'all will have access to it. All right, so let's get this link dropped. Oh yeah, you're gonna have access to it. All right, link out there. Hit the link. Come talk your shit. Not sure what hold on, wait quick. I forgot to do this part. The link in the chat though. Let me put the link in for the AFN family to be able to come in and do their thing if they want to. Damn, boy, I'm slow motion today, boy. It's because I ain't got no mouse on my laptop. Like my wife using it's her mouse, and she's using it right now. So I'm using that damn pad on the laptop, man. It got me in slow motion. Like when I say I'm so slow motion right now, I hate using this damn thing. I gotta have a fucking mouse. I gotta have a mouse. All right. Y'all make it do what it do. Hit that link. Come on in. And come on in. Let's get this off. All right. What we got? Who we got? That soldier, he trying to come through. Look like he. Let's see if he ready.
Okay.
Soldier,
Yo.
what's up with your about whatever? What's up with your homie?
I can't call how you living, bro.
Shit, living doing the damn thing, man. Gonna talk some shit with y'all for about a half hour. Then go get me a Publix sandwich. Y'all got Publix up there?
Nah, bro, we got some shit called Giant Eagle, but they ain't fucking with Publix, though. Keep it all the way at the stack, bro.
Yeah.
I don't do no cabin. But right? I respect everything the boy Julio did here in the Falcon jersey. I can overlook all they are paying the repercussions to this day. But ain't
your sound going in and out. Yeah, your sound going in and out. Jay Holland, what's up with you, Jay Holland?
What's going on? How y'all doing?
Ain't nothing to it, bro. What's going on with you today? Where you at?
Shit, I'm out here in East Texas. Ready to take my ass back home.
East Texas?
Yeah, man. I'm from Dallas. I drive.
Shit.
I'm a CDL. I'm from Dallas, Texas, man.
You part of the family. You a trucker.
Hell yeah.
You in the family, boy. I ain't know that.
Yeah. Hazmat tanker, baby.
Hey, man, do your thing, man. How many years strong you?
I'm not shit. I ain't in that motherfucker like that. I'm going on year 3, number 4, year 3 or 4.
Shit, that's enough. To have some weight out here. That's enough to have a little weight out here.
Enough to pay some damn bills.
Yeah. What you thinking about Julio Jones retire?
Shit, I love it. On the cool, the motherfucker don't owe us no damn apology. He did more good than bad. Hate that he left. Shit, it's business. At the end of the goddamn day, we can't take that shit personal. You left, you left. You played for. Once you leave this bitch with me, I'm done with you. Shit, until you retire. When Matt went to the coast, shit, fuck Matt. Shit, I was on Desmond Ritter train. Julio left. Fuck Julio. Cal Pitts took that spot. So far as him on the apology, man, that man don't owe us no motherfucking apology. We weren't paying that man. That dude don't owe us no damn apology, bro. He did more good than bad.
No, man. No. I disagree.
Who that?
He definitely owe us an apology.
That soldier, that bout whatever.
That nigga went on live. That nigga went on live TV and dissed us, bro. On the way out the door, I could forgive us trading out of the spot and not taking Watt to get him. I could forgive tearing up 3 contracts in 2 years. Him folding in the Philly playoff game on the goal line. I could forgive him choking in the San Fran playoff with Julio and them. I could forgive all that shit, bro. The nigga, if he ain't diss us on the way out the door, I could forgive all that, bro. He dissed us, bro. Fuck Julio. I appreciate what he did in the Falcon uniform, but fuck that nigga. It's personal.
He said he's out of there. He ain't shit on the
he
organization.
dissed us, bro.
He just said he's out of there. Hey, we think, you leave with about a man. Y'all out of there. That nigga ain't say fuck the Falcons. He ain't say fuck blank. He just say he out of there.
Man,
I respect it.
Can I chime in?
Yeah, go ahead.
What you got on today, Sean?
Put myself back on me.
First of all,
Hold on,
good up to Julio for retiring.
Hold on, Deshaun. Before you chime in on, man, tell me where you at, man. Tell the people where you at.
I'm in Decatur.
In deck. Ooh, he in the deck.
He in the deck.
Yeah.
Okay.
First of all, I'd like to give it up to Julio for a good career and everything. And I don't think he need no apology and everything, but I believe he'll come around because first of all, if he really didn't like uh, uh, the team and everything, he wouldn't do no 404 day. I think he would did on another day, and he went in every team beside. I mean, everybody beside Matt Ryan and Julio. I mean, Rodney. He wasn't nothing about the Falcons. So either he'll come around before he go to the Ring of Honor and apologize to everybody, everything. It did some this it did some bad blood right now, but I believe the older you get, the wiser you get. Hello?
I agree with what the old head said. That was some knowledge. I can dig that.
What gotta call him an old head though?
No,
Damn.
that shit he sound like an old head. Oh man, my
I mean, I just started getting called Unc. Now you call me old head.
yeah, that's what we call it. That's what we call the aunts up here, OG.
Yeah, it different in different places.
Yeah. I was talking about called Unc. I was like, damn.
Don't forget though, man. I'm West Side bound, man. I'm West Side down. I'm from Atlanta, but I'm just up here where I'm at.
What part of West Side?
Will?
Huh?
What part of West Side?
Zone 1, Steers Wall. I'm from
What's that?
Hey, Big Will.
DC Hill, the Bluff, riding through there.
Yeah, been around there. I'm one of the people that I've been around every place in Georgia.
Oh, the
No place.
916 Shirley Place and Verbena Street, man. That's where I'm from.
Okay. I mean, when I first got to Georgia in '92, I started dancing, yeet dancing in '93. So we started dancing in every club, south, west, east, north.
Oh, you a night rider.
Well, yeah, I've been trying to get with him before he can give me some music, but I be missing him.
Yeah, he was just at 404. They performing with the dudes that made he was dancing on stage with the dudes that made Whoop Rico.
Yeah, my homeboy DJ Such and Touch with there. Yeah, he was DJing up there too. Yeah, but back to Julio, man, he gonna come around. I ain't worried about him. I'm just glad he said thank you to Matt, cause even though he didn't come through, Matt, call it when Honor when he comes to Matt Honor with in the stadium, I thought that was kind of salty. Then I ain't know the background. He still said thank you, Matt, in the background, so I'm good with that.
Shit, he better say thank you, Matt. Matt made him.
Yeah. He won't be Julio. He be Zero without Matt.
Yeah, period. Matt made him a Hall of Fame wide receiver.
I mean, Matt make a lot of receivers good.
Coaching made him a Hall of Fame quarterback.
We ain't gonna disrespect Julio like Julio won't be Julio with any other damn team. Come on, we ain't playing them games.
No, I don't
wouldn't be Julio with no other quarterback.
Julio would have been Julio on any other goddamn team.
Man, you tripping.
Not when Desmond Rivers doing the ball.
Man, you tripping.
Julio would have been Julio on any other damn team. What is we?
So you saying Daniel Jones with Julio be both of them would be Hall of Fame? Get the fuck out of here.
Hell no.
Exactly.
Time out. We done seen Matt.
What
Ryan
about Mr. IC Ghost? What was his name?
Y'all, hold on. What the fuck Julio would have been if Julio would have got with Aaron Rodgers or Tom Brady or Jameis Winston?
But we saying with Desmond Ritter or Mario.
Let's stop
Desmond Ritter
this.
down
Like,
there had
come on, bro.
with Drake London.
You talking about the guy who got LASIK surgery because he was allegedly could come
Julio
on.
would have been Julio anywhere in this damn league, big homie. Y'all tripped out.
No,
If he
no.
somebody like a Phillip
Let me
Rivers,
correct you.
Breeze, Manning, Rogers, Brady, yeah.
With Mariota or Desmond Ritter,
Every
Julio
team
would have
didn't
quit
have one of
because the
those.
ball never came to him. He would have quit. He's like,
that's
I
probably
can't
why
do
he
this.
left. That's probably why he left.
You gotta remember, he played
So you
on
might
like
be right.
3
That's
different
probably why he got the
teams
fuck out.
after he
You
left
said
us.
I'm finna go to my third coach.
He played on like 3 different teams after
And
he
I be
left
real,
us.
we seen Matt Ryan throw a bunch of bullshit passes to Julio, and Julio end up still catching them.
Right, but it's a difference between Matt Ryan.
I'm saying.
It's a difference between Matt Ryan and Desmond Ritter and Mariota because at least Matt Ryan had consistency. They would not give him a consistency. Julio would have cussed out the coach. Like, who is these dummies?
Then Drake London have like 900 yards with Desmond Ritter.
With Desmond Ritter?
Then Drake London had like 900 to 800 yards with Desmond Ritter.
But Desmond not Julio. It's a difference. It's different because
No. I think I said that wrong. Drake London had like 800 or 900 some yards with Desmond Ritter.
But Drake don't play like Julio.
Is Julio better than Drake?
Hell yeah.
So what is we saying?
I'm saying he would have got
Drake
frustrated.
London wouldn't be Drake on anybody else's team either.
Say that one more time.
Drake London wouldn't be Drake London if he played on any other team either. And he's my favorite player on this team. I'm just a real. I can say that.
We seen Drake London had a nice season, a nice solid season with a trash quarterback. Now,
We talking about
he had 800 to 900 yards with Desmond Ritter.
But you keep on comparing Drake to Julio. They are not the same receiver.
Better than Drake London.
Right.
So you telling me Julio couldn't do the same shit that Drake London did with Desmond Ritter with the ball?
No. What I'm saying, the way Desmond would throw the ball to Julio, he would have got frustrated, and he would be complaining.
Type of shit with you think Drake London didn't get frustrated either?
Not quick as Julio would quit. If you tell you,
I'm talking about the Drake London is literally our only target for real.
Yeah,
Pitts fell off.
And then don't put Roddy White in there with Devin Rue. Oh my God! You talking might get him slammed. I mean, I'm not down. I ain't not down to Desmond Ritter, but he know Matt Ryan. And you're right. Every quarterback that came here with Matt Ryan made them good. But when they left, they were sorry. Their career went down. Name one wide receiver that left Matt Ryan and went somewhere else and had a good career.
Hey, I'm gonna chime back in. I'm going through the boondocks. I'm gonna be going in and out.
All right.
It's only one that I could think of, and that's the kid. Nah. That was a cornerback. That's Brent Grimes who went to Miami.
Yeah. There's not one receiver that was with Matt Ryan went to another team and did good. So when he trying to compare Desmond Ritter to Matt Ryan, that was funny. That was a good. That was a good joke right there. Real hilarious.
Only thing I don't like is they gonna always hold that Super Bowl L against Matt Ryan and the offense when the offense can't blow a lead. in football. Like that's
Well,
the only thing I don't like. Like,
well, when we went to Super Bowl, we already had a mediocre defense in the first place. I mean,
bro,
a lot of those games we won. A lot of games we won. If we won for our offense, we would never won.
but see, this is the misconception in what you said though, because I looked at it. I actually won a lot of bets like this. Our defense was mediocre all year long, right?
Right.
But in the playoffs, our defense was a top 5 unit. A lot of people forget that conveniently. Our defense through the playoffs that year was a top 5 unit. I think we finished like 3rd, if I ain't mistaken, that year.
And can I say something to everybody? I wanted to say this to Blackberry. I wish Mad Mike was here. This is a side note. This is a side note here. I believe in my heart, Kurt is not the only corporate that's trying to mess up the team. I believe it's also got something to do with his wife. Maybe because some wife want more money, and they'll push the hell out of their husband to get more money. I've been thinking about that a long time.
Well, so what you saying? You saying you think? Explain what you're saying again.
Okay, do what I think. Okay, everybody keep on saying because he got mad because we got Durex Shouty. But I don't think he was that mad when he got Durex Shouty. I believe when he went home and she like, oh, you gonna think I'm taking your job? What kind of man are you, Kurt? Go demand your stuff. And every time he went back home, he came back mad and madder. She like this. I've been around a woman who wanted me to make more money, even though I was making good money. And she kept on hollering at me. She's like, hey, go ask for more money and everything. And I had to get rid of her because I'm going to lose my mind and my job because of her.
So you think his wife might be telling him that, hey, you can't just settle for what it is. You need to go try to make something happen.
Right. And then this if women out there like that say, hey, how you gonna let the guy take a job like this? 'Cause if they told them, 'cause I know they talked to them like this, if they told them, okay, Junebug was Durex Shouty only gonna have to start the quarterback for a couple of weeks, none of this shit would happen. But when Raheem said, oh no, this is my quarterback, he went home and she said, oh no, we ain't doing this. No,
That's
you
an
embarrassed
interesting
my
take.
son. I've been thinking about this for like a couple months.
Hey yo, that's the first thing I thought.
You know what? Not only is that possible, but you got to think about, all right, so Kirk Cousins, he kind of remind you a lot of the athletic version or the football version of Tom Cruise, right?
Right.
He kind of remind you of a Tom Cruise type person.
Yeah.
And if you know about Tom Cruise, you know that he in that Scientology shit.
Yeah.
But he edited the way he go about it is as if like, yeah, I am into Scientology. I'm talking about Tom Cruise. I am into Scientology, but I am still a movie star. I'm a movie star before anything. That's kind of like how you perceive it from Tom Cruise. And I look at Kirk Cousins, and he stands on Christianity, on being a Christian, but it's almost like, yeah, but I'm a Christian, but football come before me being a Christian. like everything about football come first. Like if I need to get paid, I'm finna get paid. I'm finna figure out how to get paid. They
But
want to
hey,
give away money. I'm gonna be there to take it.
but let me tell you something else. At the beginning of last year, when they were interviewing him, he said out his mouth he wanted to retire in Atlanta, right?
He did say that.
So
Yep.
when the year went through, this how I know his wife had something to do with it. The mindset changed because, like you say, he a Christian and everything. Mindset changed because now he talking about I still quarterback. Now, if you got your mind and you got your head talking about I'm about to retire, why are you talking about quarterbacking again?
Right.
Something that whole demeanor change. It's like night and day. Cause to me, I thought okay, 2 years he gonna sit down. Everybody gonna be happy. He gonna be Falcon and retire. Go to the Ring of Honor. Bam. But when he got hurt, so called hurt, I can tell you why I told him to act like he hurt because she look. Think about this. She told him to act like he hurt.
So you saying it's a you don't think he probably wouldn't even hurt?
No, because I'll tell you what it is. She saw that he was breaking down. He's like, you don't look good. So act like you hurt to see what they do. See if that young boy good enough to take your spot. And when she found out that he was good enough, she went behind and said, no, you gotta go get your money. Because that young boy good. And you ain't getting your job back. So Kurt was thinking about, okay, he was thinking about sitting down, be with the kids and everything. She like, no, you gonna go out there and say you wasn't hurt. No, you're gonna say you was hurt, but you didn't tell nobody. And then it all computers going in my head. And then you gonna go get another check.
Let me ask you
But
this. Let me ask you this.
yeah.
And you gonna see why I'm going with this question. Do you think it's a chance that the Falcons would still start Kirk Cousins at the start of this season, other than Michael Penix?
No, the reason 2 months ago, yes. The reason now, the last thing he did when he took his ass to Cleveland and like throw some dirt in Arthur's face. And then he went to Arthur's job. I mean, Arthur do an interview, and Arthur ran a 5-page notes whining. One of them Arthur Italian, and one of them by Italian. They can't stand whiny folks.
Yeah, that's true. Italians don't like whining motherfuckers. They don't.
They
They
can't
don't like
stand
motherfuckers
them.
that cry.
So when Arthur said we're gonna make it better for the team, he thinking like this. In the back of the head, y'all know where he going. He just want him to whine and wheeze for a little bit. Cause he don't piss them off. Cause Kirk would have been gone. But his wife at home, all in the ear and everything. I have to know this. But as soon as I like this, either gonna be before the draft, during the draft or at the draft. Kirk leaving. He really don't want Kirk in the building. And that when the Kirk gonna finally say woosah because she gonna get off him and he gonna get that check and he gonna finally say next year he gonna say I retire from the NFL. Why did he gonna retire next year? Why this?
Let me tell you why I asked you that question. If you thought that it's a chance that he can still start over Michael Penix, let me tell you why I asked you that. Because I'm just gonna go down. I'm gonna go down what we know, right?
Right.
Like you just did. You mentioned a lot of things you know, and you tried to piece them together. So I'm gonna go with some more things we know. We know that after the Las Vegas Raiders game, we know that Raheem Moore's tune changed in the post game press conference.
Right.
His whole tune changed. When we first went on that 4-game skit, all the way up until that post-game interview, that post-game press conference against the Raiders, his tune was Kirk is our guy. Kirk is our guy.
Right.
Kirk is our guy. That was his tune all the way up until the end. Now we know in the Raiders game he still didn't play all that well, and he threw a pick and an interception in that game. I mean, he threw a pick and a touchdown in that game, right?
Right.
And he was still missing guys, and some still didn't look right. So we won that game, but they made it a close game in the fourth. It shouldn't even been as close as it turned out to be. So
Right.
when we think about how his tune changed in the following game, Michael Penix got the start. When we think about that against the Giants, when we think about that, and we think about Kirk and what he said in interviews leading up to the Giants game, because he talked to the media. I ain't never seen somebody that got benched talk to the media as much as he did in that 1 week frame.
Go that way.
Now, when I think about that, and I think about Raheem Tune changing, and then I think about this offseason with Kirk, with these antics, with going to Cleveland, going and talking to Arthur, telling Arthur he want to be released. When I think about this stuff, and then the Cleveland thing, the going to Cleveland and just going to eat at restaurants, like what was your business in Cleveland? What exactly were you doing?
Oh, bitch move.
And, you know what I'm saying? What is that? And that might have not have been exactly in Cleveland, but it was like right next door to Cleveland, like hopping a skip next door to Cleveland. So when you think about it, when I think about that, I think to myself, okay, so either two things are possible here. The thing that everybody else is reading into with him being a whole ass motherfucker that's a liar, and he a shyster, and he's selfish. Underneath that Christian smile and that Christian haircut with that all-American white family, underneath it all, he's a slime ball. That's what everybody right now is getting, is reading into. It's either that or it's this. And I said this a few weeks ago. Is it possible? Not saying I believe this for everybody to jump down my motherfucking throat. Is it possible that he's working with the Falcons to smoke screen and pump fake other teams into making different decisions in this draft? And based off of what they expect people to do, if anybody does what they expect them to do after these shenanigans, like I'm gonna give an example. Let's say, for instance, somebody like the Chargers. Not the Chargers. Let's say somebody like Jacksonville. Let's say they do something crazy like trade back to somebody, not the Falcons, but to somebody else. Somebody that got a different position need than them.
Mm-hmm.
And the Falcons look at it as an opportunity. Okay, they took the bait. Jacksonville calling. They took the bait. What you want for Kirk Cousins? Well, you just move back to what? Whatever. So let's say they still in the top 10, but they move back. What you want? We want that spot. You want Kirk Cousins? We want that spot. We'll give you a 2027 second or third along with them. That's just a scenario, right? What if it's something that they can manipulate other teams into doing to make the moves that they want to really make by making a trade or or by trading out the 15th pick to trade back, or whatever the case is. What if he's working with them to do that? And I'm thinking about what you're saying here right now about his wife.
Yeah, because don't forget, they did interview her by herself last year
Hold on,
about her.
is this breaking news?
Yeah, they interviewed her by herself last year about you talking about the team and Kirk.
No, I'm talking about what Georgia Tech boy just put. He said they brought D Offer back.
Oh yeah, yeah, that's true.
When they did that?
Earlier today, I was shocked. I was like, "Whoa!"
Damn.
And
see, you can't gauge what they gonna do in this draft, bro.
but
Hey, Will,
but
I want to know this real quick before we get. I'm gonna finish this. Let's finish this conversation right here, Deshaun. Let's finish this because then I
okay,
want to ask Will a question.
okay. So when they interviewed his wife about the team and him early last year, she was saying like, "Yeah, I'm glad he came home because I don't want him to be nowhere but here." And I found it like that. So she was setting in stone right there, like, okay, this is where we're gonna be. This is where he gonna retire in her mind.
Right.
So to me, she was planting the seed. And when that what you just said about it might be a plan that the Falcons are doing something, they all really could be working together. Her, him, and Kirk. Her, the team, and Kirk. This will throw us off because like this. First thing I'm gonna say, oh yeah, she wanted to stay here. Oh, Kirk said he's gonna retire here. Oh, the Falcons said he's gonna be here at the backup. So other team like, oh, he ain't going nowhere. And we need a quarterback. So they get a Falcon a second round pick to get him out of there. Cause look, at first they weren't moving fast enough, right? So she told Kirk, say something else. He said, what can I say? Tell him to cut you. Okay, cut me. All this
You giving his wife a whole lot of sense about all this right now.
because it is. I think everybody else scenario and everything, but don't ever forget the home. Where you lay your home at, that's where you live through most.
Listen,
especially when you've been away from home for a good while, and your
Right.
home compared to where you've been is nice and warm and good weather. Minnesota cold.
And she said, I'm glad to be home.
listen, that makes more sense than not though, because most guys are pussy controlled anyways. The pussy whip, like anyways.
Yeah.
Damn, take
Like-
it easy on us, why don't you?
Like, I mean, I'm just gonna not cut it, bro. Like, I'm
And
just
yeah.
gonna just give it to you raw, and you do what you want with it. Like,
And Kirk said, her father happy, her mother happy, and she happy. I'm in Georgia. That's some weight right there,
about
boy.
that. I'm thinking about what you're saying, and I'm thinking to myself, the theory that I came up with a few weeks ago. Somebody got an echo. But the theory I came up with a few weeks ago, will maybe he's working with the Falcons to pump facing folk. Maybe he secretly really don't mind being on the bench, because what I'm thinking is the competitor in him last season.
Hey, everybody mute if y'all ain't talking. Everybody mute if y'all ain't talking. Mute.
Yeah, because it was an echo. But the competitor in him, I don't doubt that he still felt like he could start on somebody's football team and provide, something, good for the team. I don't doubt that last season. But when you think about what Deshaun Caldwell just said about his wife and how they expressed it a lot when he first came to Atlanta, like how how refreshing it was to be in Atlanta, for her to be home, for the kids to be around the family and all that. And you coming from Minnesota, which ain't got shit going on in it and it's cold as fuck, down to the ATL, there is no comparison on where you would rather be. And I think about that, and I think about what's transpired this off season. Maybe Kirk, maybe he's the opposite of this selfish asshole that people are thinking he is. Maybe he's taking it on the chin from us and from the media. Maybe he's taking it on the chin to help the Falcons smoke screen these motherfuckers in the NFL. It's quite possible that when it's all said and done, after April 27th, or when the draft is, between the 27th and the 29th or something like that, it's quite possible.
Yeah. No, he's scared. That woman got him.
Wait a minute. It's quite possible. Mute yourself. It's quite possible that he will still be under contract with the Falcons. It's quite possible that after training camp, he'll still be under contract with the Falcons. It's quite possible that after week 1, he will be still under contract with the Falcons, riding the bench as the highest paid backup in the history of this game by far. It's not going to happen again. If it happened again, it'll be in another lifetime, y'all. It'll never happen again. But it's quite possible that that'll be the case. And it's also possible that in that same breath of me saying that we will be better defensively. We will add on to the offense through gaining leverage in the draft, through gaining leverage before the trade deadline, to make another trade before the deadline for something. And it's gonna be because of all of this shit that done went down with Kirk Cousins. It's very possible that this is all just a smoke screen to leave. I don't put it past Terry. I don't put it past him. We know Terry like to do things in an unconventional manner. We know this about that dude already. We know that he will make some moves happen that you didn't expect for him to be able to make happen. Who knows the unconventional ways that they have diabolically planned to do this? I'm just saying, I'm not putting it past him. But real quick, Will, the breaking news today is that the Falcons, and I don't know how this didn't come across my goddamn phone, the Falcons have brought back the offer.
Oh yeah, I love that. When Maggie said it, I got on hit that heart button quick. I love that. I
Now
believe
let
he
me
just
ask
had
you.
a bad game. He had a bad game last year.
He had a bad couple games, but the majority of the season, like I
The
said,
one
he
that
was
everybody
solid.
remember is
The Minnesota game.
that Minnesota.
Yeah.
The rest of it, Totalback don't have bad days, but it was just the Minnesota game. He looked so confused, and like I said, I blame it on the defensive scheme. Scheme is everything, bro. Because the
They
year
should have
before he
never
looked
changed the
good.
damn scheme. Yeah.
The year before he looked good, bro. So all of a sudden we in another scheme. This motherfucker look lost out there.
But tell me, do this change? Do this change your thinking on what they could do in the first round um if our boy from Georgia is there?
Well, I'm gonna say no, it don't change. But before I get in there, I want to rebuttal on
All right, go
one of the
ahead.
dude that
I'm gonna
said
go
one of the
dog
dude
for
that
a minute.
said
Go ahead.
one dude that said the reason Kirk Cousins doing all this shit is because of his wife. I'm a rebuttal on that. I don't think it's because of the wife. Because the reason he's in Atlanta is because of his wife. His wife wanted to be close to home. They wanted more stuff to do for their kid. Like Blakberry was saying, ain't shit to do in Minnesota. It's cold every goddamn. It's cold 80% of the goddamn year. and your children really can't enjoy no outside time because it's always snow on the ground. You really can't enjoy going out and being a kid like that when it's always freezing cold outside. So I think they
No,
always
no, what I
down
was
here.
saying.
Hey,
No,
mute
what I was.
yourself. Mute yourself. Somebody. So I think like when they come down here every all season, they always in the damn Atlanta. They always here in Atlanta. So it was inevitable that they were gonna come down here and build a house, which they did last year. Nobody just expected goddamn Kirk Cousins to be fall off the goddamn cliff like that to be ass. I promise you, when they signed that contract with Kirk Cousins, they expected him to play 2 years and pass the mantle down to MPJ. But when it didn't go like that, that's when everything went downhill. And I think all that came to clarity once they said they were doing another quarterback show on Netflix. And all that shit came to a head why he didn't want to be benched. Why he didn't tell nobody that he was hurt. It's because he's on the goddamn show and he didn't want to look embarrassed and sit on the bench half of the goddamn show. That's the reason all that shit came about. But to go back to the question that Blackberry asked me, I love when they signed the offer back because now they add more competition to that group. He embarrassed himself for that Minnesota game. He want to redeem himself. He already been putting shit up on the goddamn website and his Instagram and shit, the workout and shit he doing. He's always putting in grind. Now, I don't think that changed the direction what I was thinking. I still think Malachi Starks is the best goddamn draft pick for 15. If he's there, I'm going to get him. Point blank period. I'm going to get him.
Okay,
Right,
that's what you going to do, but do you think
Hold on, I think they're gonna do that. I think they're gonna do that.
If he's there?
What I can say about the Falcons, I really think they're going defense this year. That's the only thing I can say about the Falcons. I really think they're going defense. So where they're going, I don't know. I can't justify where they're going, but I still think Malachi Starks is the most influential player to get at 15 if we stand at 15. That's what I think. All right, go ahead. Anybody else want to say something? What's up?
Baby, I'm gonna get out. I'm gonna get out of here. Thank y'all for having me on. About to cut out.
Yeah, y'all can hear me.
Here, Blackberry.
Yeah.
You ain't want to say that before you get out? You ain't want to say that?
Oh yeah, I'm saying I'm about to cut out. Thank y'all for inviting me in and everything. I'm gonna keep watching and everything, so you know, y'all my dysfunctional family, and I like watching y'all.
Hey, you got something else you want to say before you cut out?
Well, my movie's still coming out. Look for it soon. Legacy, the years.
Hold on. Plug your movie again. You got a movie coming out?
Yeah.
What's the name of it?
Legacy, the years.
Legacy, the years. Okay.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, that documentary. He said he has a documentary coming out.
Yeah. I'm trying to put it. I'm trying to put it everywhere. I mean, everywhere you hope your eyes at.
Okay.
But let me get out of here. I got something to do. But thank you again, guys. One.
All right,
you get some.
Yeah, get some. Yeah, that old school. Hey man. I think we're gonna get out of here too. I'm in the grocery store.
I gotta get ready to slide because I gotta go get my daughter from school. Y'all be cool, you hear me?
Yes, sir. All right, boy.
Yeah.
Yeah, we're gonna get up out of here too, man. We're gonna talk some more on this be off of re-signing. And
yeah, I'm about to say what you thought about it then. Don't pop off.
Yeah, see, I don't know if I can't really talk about it right now. I can't really talk about it like I want to right now. I think this is
You say you
I
can't get
think
into it like you want to.
yeah, I can't get into it like I want to. I think what I'm gonna have to do is get you all to watch Wednesday. I think that's what I'm gonna have to get y'all to do. Watch on Wednesday for Let's Be Clear. And I'm gonna give my take on the D off of resign. Uh yeah. Y'all make sure y'all come back here Wednesday for Let's Be Clear. Big Will. Give them your to go words. And I'm gonna give them mine.
All right, man. Y'all already know to find me at Will Georgia Reap on everything, man. Catch me Wednesday nights on everything Atlanta Sports at 7:30. I mean, my bad, 7:05. And I might come on Wednesday. I might. I'm gonna see what the news looking like. I might come on. If not, I'll be on everybody else's show, so it don't matter. Y'all still a hit from it. But yeah. Whatever AFN got going on, y'all know if I got time, I'm there. Y'all already know what it is.
Alright. Y'all make sure y'all tune back in on Wednesday for Let's Be Clear. Afternoon show and of course Thursday night for the Rest Pit. Appreciate y'all coming through. Make sure you hit that like button and that sub button. I'm gonna get back in touch with y'all soon as I can. But right now, I got to make me a public sandwich. Catch me on the flip side.
What you say, the public sandwich?
Yeah, a public sandwich.
Yes, sir.